Hey folks, Vince Bruiser here from Previews World. We are in the middle of the intergalactic airport of the world, otherwise known as San Diego Comic-Con. Inside that intergalactic airport, you find the Psycho Circus. In the Psycho Circus, you find mutated animals like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. These are the zookeepers here, Kevin Eastman and Tom Waltz. Gentlemen, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us.
Yeah, thank you. Yay.
Keeping it going. So number 73, I think, is solicited in the August previews. And Krang, I believe, is the one who's going to be kicking things off and making trouble for people.
Well, you know what's exceptionally cool about issue 73, besides what's going on in Krang's life, he's going through a bit of a hard time right now, is that it marks the official longest running ongoing Turtles comic in the history of Turtles comics. So issue 73 is it. So we're very excited, very proud, and I can't believe that we've had such wonderful support from the fans all these years. And
this is the engine that keeps it going right here, right? Well, how are you involved, man? State your name, state your occupation.
I'm just a guy that cheerleads everybody on. My name is Tom Waltz. I am a senior staff writer and editor at IW Publishing, and I am a co-writer on the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle ongoing series. Going back to Krang, one thing that's interesting, and since we're talking about previews, this story flows right out of the Free Comic Book Day story that we told, where we introduced a new bad guy named Hakkar, who is a bounty hunter, cybernetic kind of assassin guy that works for Krang, who is on trial for war crimes. So 73, it kicks off that story of the trial of Krang, and the Turtles are called to Dimension X to kind of help out, to testify, bring in witnesses that will testify against Krang to try to finally put him away for good. But it's a Turtle story, so nothing is ever that easy, and nothing is black and white either, even when it comes to Krang and the crimes he's committed.
Oh, yes.
And so Dimension X basically is another series, though, correct?
Well, we do
it's a mini-series, or it's following the heels of 73. I mean, it's trippy stuff, man. It's like looking at Heavy Metal 1 minute, Flaming Carrot Comics the next. I'm thinking, I'm just waiting for the Corvette from Heavy Metal to just come down and just laying on the you got so much going. Yeah, you got so much going on.
Well, I think it's so awesome. Besides, I always love to say that Tom Waltz is the head writer. I always tell people I want to be Tom Waltz when I grow up. He does all the heavy lifting. I take all the credit. But between the three of us and Bobby Curnow, the editor, who's incredibly gifted as a storyteller, once we got to Dimension X, we know we're going to Dimension X, the creation of this character Hakkar, we wanted to stay there as long as we could. So we're having this 5-week event in August that's going to be fantastic. So once they're in Dimension X, we're going to sort of keep him there for a while, and it gets weirder, and each issue gets a little weirder, and it gets a little weirder. It's going to be a lot of fun. I think the fans are going to totally lose their mind.
And you make more phone calls and more phone calls and say, can I do this? Can I do
right.
that? Can I do this? Am I going to get in trouble?
And the funny thing is, actually, Nickelodeon has been probably one of the most fantastic partners you could work with, and especially, in the last few years, I think what's happened is both sides, our side and the Nickelodeon side, have just grown to trust each other and almost instinctively know what each other's thinking, and so they always say, hey, we know that you guys are going to make it something that we're going to be happy with, go for it. And they give us a lot of room to make just story decisions and tell stories that people are surprised that we're able to tell sometimes. A good example is City Fall, and the events that came out of City Fall, and then also our issue 50 where, spoiler alert, Splinter takes care of Shredder in a pretty graphic way. But
are you allowed to say that?
Yes.
Okay.
That's it. But in this particular event, what's really fun about this is the 5-week event is actually written by other writers, and it's kind of it's taking place outside of the ongoing. So we're not writing that, but we have the fun opportunity to take those characters that these other writers have created and bring them in to the ongoing in issue 70, I guess 74 is where they first come in. It's been a fun challenge, and it's exciting because there's some really neat stuff that's taking place in Dimension X that we're able to incorporate now into our ongoing series, and it's been exciting for me. And I'm going to say this here, Devin Grayson is writing one of the Dimension X stories, and she's a huge comic book hero of mine. So I was just blew my mind when I found out she was on board.
Did you ever think you'd get this far, man?
Never in our wildest dreams. Peter Laird and I, when we actually created the Turtles and self-published the first issue, we were pretty sure we would sell maybe 5 or 10 copies at the most. The fact that it's sold, it originally worked in 1984, and each issue the sales kept building and building to here I get to stand in front of a IDW talking about Turtles almost 34 years after they were born, working with some of the coolest people in the universe, and this whole group of artists that we've been working with on the IDW series since the beginning. I love them dearly, but I also hate them because they all draw turtles better than I do. But no, I love that the fans with this new series have come in and they've embraced it, and we've just had so much fun on the series. It's really humbling, and it makes me very proud.
There it is, man. It's all. You can't say any more than that. These guys are basically just taking no names, taking no prisoners. They're just going out and having a good time with it. They're making it up as they go, and it's working. That's what's so great about comics, right?
Right.
Gentlemen, thank you so much for talking to us.
Pleasure. Thank you.
Folks, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, IDW Publishing. Check it out. Keep the faith. Keep reading comics.